What's going on, guys? I've got a little bit of a different kind of video, more of a project. I've managed to pick up a original fat PS3 from literally all I could tell about it on the listing is that the drive itself does not work, and that's the only thing that I know. So we're gonna crack into it. I've already put a game or two in it to see if I can get it to read any games or anything like that, and I can't. So I have gone ahead and ordered a replacement drive for it. This one actually doesn't have the metal, the metal casing that the drives have, so we are going to have to do a quick transplant on that. Let me go ahead and we'll peel off this void sticker, so it has not been cracked open. I'm just going to set that over there, and we'll just we'll kind of get cracking into this thing. And good lord, see what all we can find. Now we are going to have to, let me just kind of grab a flathead really quick and just pop this open. Now, like I said, I have not been in it, so I do not know the state of the actual dust and things of that nature. So it could be absolutely swamped with it. But these systems are super old. Let me see. I think that might be the original. Yeah, that's the original 80 gig hard drive that came on this model. And then I think, what is that one? That's T10. There, yeah, it looks like a T10. Now the thing about it is, this video isn't a tutorial. It's pretty much just a, there it is, kind of, hey, cracking this open, and bringing you guys along for the ride. And there we go, we're slid all the way over. Now we've got that. We do have quite a few Phillips head screws on this thing. Let me actually find my bit here. All right, so let me just double check and make sure. Yes, we do. We've got them all out. There's a little tab back here that you need to kind of press. And then once you do, this folds forward towards us, and there is a little, let me just go ahead and reach in here and unhook this. All right. Also, this little piece slots in right here. Please make sure you don't lose that if you want to put the cover back on. This is pretty much what we need. But this little ribbon cable, whenever you're putting or pulling the front cover or top of it off, make sure you're watching out for this cable right here that plugs in for the, at least with this model, that plugs into the front expansion card readers and stuff like that. This is our power supply, CD drives here. Pretty much all we got to do is take this metal casing off of this. Let me actually, I mean, this is actually surprisingly quite clean. We're going to strip it down to the board itself, replace the thermal paste on it and everything. But the biggest project right now is getting this transplanted and replaced with the new one, and making sure we're good to go on that end. Now this should just lift off. we need to unplug this cable, and then there is a ribbon cable right underneath. So I'm just gonna do this. There we go. Now, when you are doing drive replacements, the daughter board that's on the bottom of these is married to the main board. So you have to make sure that you move this board over to the new drive. So I'm gonna take this, I'm set this off to the side for now. Let's work on this. So we can go ahead and disconnect all of these. That. There is a very tiny little lead right here that you do have to make sure that you get unhooked. I actually don't have any pliers with me, so I just kind of grip it right there at the base and just ever so slightly give it a little like love tug. This should now be able to kind of wiggle its way on out. So we've now got the daughter board, and we've got to undo these two screws, and I think those are the only two that are holding this thing together. And now I should be able to flip it over, and if I remember correctly, give it a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. Awesome. So this is the old laser assembly. I've got the new one right here. Let's see. Now I did double check and verify through part number that this should be the exact same board and everything. I'm just double checking, making sure. Yeah, this is coming off. I'll stick it right here. And this is actually supposed to be in there like so. How much slack do I actually, there we go. Now we're starting to cook with peanut oil. Now the fun part is gonna be the getting this bottom panel on in a way that I don't pinch anything. So I'm trying to work out a way. I don't want to pinch any wires or anything like that. Now, I do know that this back piece back here needs to come up and kind of hook in like so. So we got that part, but I need to get all of these out of here, including, come on, there you go. Sweet. So that's on there. Closed on. We'll put our little magnetic spindle back on there. Oh, let me get this thing turned around the correct way. And there we are. I'm not gonna fully assemble in terms of, I'll put the daughter board back on, I'll put it back in the PS4, but I'm not putting the cover and everything else on it because I do want to test it to make sure that it's working properly. We'll get these screws back in here. All right. So now I need to put the daughter board back on. Make sure we don't pinch anything, any wires, any of these ribbon cables. Get that pulled out. The thing I don't like is I don't like that they stuck a void sticker on top of the ribbon cable. That's kind of a pain. Come on, there you go. I don't know why anybody thinks that's a good idea. You just get these screws in here. Now, here's the thing with these screws. I'm not putting them down, like cranking on them. Pretty much just putting them to where you would consider to be like finger tight. You don't want to crank down on this because the system kind of needs a little bit of play. Let me make sure I get this little side connector. But if you guys can see that, that's how small that connector is compared to the tip of this extremely tiny Phillips head. So it's pretty small. Just be very, very careful with it when you are unplugging and stuff. You don't want to yank on it and pull the wires out. So that's the old one. We're moving over there, and I'm just gonna attempt to plug everything in. I'm sorry if my fat fingers get in the way. I'm trying to get it to where you guys can see everything. But all right. So there, and clamp down. This is the one that's going to be a pain, that I can already tell, just because of that void sticker. I don't know why they thought that was a great idea, but apparently it was to them. It's definitely not. It's a terrible idea. All right, so we've got everything plugged in. Let's go ahead and flip this bad boy over. Let's get it back into the PS4, and then PS4. Good Lord, the PS3. I've been working on a PS4 all day as well. Let's get this drive back in here. This is a pain too. Let me actually get down here at kind of eye level with it. And let's get this thing connected in there and get the drive kind of sat back where it's supposed to be. Right there. Tuck our little power cable back under its hook after we plug it in. Now this cable right here is keyed. It will only go in one way, so you don't have to worry too much. That is in all the way, right? No. Now it's in all the way. Awesome. Let's get this thing over onto the bench. I will see you guys on the PC side so we can test this and make sure it works. All right, guys. So basically what wound up happening is my capture card didn't really want to work all that well. So I've got it hooked up right here. So I've got Jet Li's Rise to Honor. All right, there it goes. And we've got Wheel Spin up there. Do you want to create it now? We'll just say no. I'm not too worried about that. This is gonna all be reformatted and everything anyway. And we should get picture here pretty soon. There it is. There's part of it, at least. There we go. If you do enjoy stuff like this, throw a like on it, subscribe. I do stream over at Undefined Ghost on Twitch. I hope to see you guys there. And I will see everybody in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye!